A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett, on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They start the drive with Lynch. Room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Carr to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
29. 7:34.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. First down, the run with Lynch. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards on the ground. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Everyone's got 4 down. Check. Listen to me. 51 to fight. Here we go.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And shutting him off, now open field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and busts through it for a solid gain.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's Cousins on the sneak. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kirk Cousins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good set. 694. Go. Good set. 734.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Flushed out right. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
To throw is Cousins. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
OP, 9. 7:34. Go. Get set. 808.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
29. 808.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And that is incomplete. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The former first-round pick, Shea McClellan, in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 34 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable, but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Lionel! Hey, Steamer! Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. Cousins now to throw on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. And that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, Cousins under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Aaron Lynch in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, Montgomery. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Let's go.
3rd and long for Cousins. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here we go. Line out. Here we go.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's going to loft one. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run again on the bench. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Carr escapes the sack. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
It's taken on the 25. Still fighting for more. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
To throw, Cousins. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he's brought down. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. First down, here's Cousins. He'll leave this for Ware. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They come out, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kirk Cousins on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ron Parker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Let's go.
Cousins on 1st down. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Sturgis for the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Levante David in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The pitch out to Lynch. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. So we are at halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On the run, it's Ware. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the run, Darkwa. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ringo. Here we go.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
Here's Cousins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but he was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half?
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On the handoff, Lynch. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
Hey, white 85. White. Get set.
From the gun, it's Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Let's just do me.
They come out here in the eye. A give. This is Montgomery. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Cousins on the keeper. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kirk Cousins scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Go, go. Get set, get set. 694. Go, go. Get set, get set.
Carr now on first down. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for LA. 53 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he is not going to get through here on try number one. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Hurry, get set, fellas.
On the ground with a tight end. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1 yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation.
29. Deuce right. Deuce right and set.
Here is Lynch on third and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go, let's go.
Running left, Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins to throw it. Throwing deep for Galladay. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A toss play. This is Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't,
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one 28 yards on the ground.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, this is Ware. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Hey. 29.
On play action. Now Carr. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Carr come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
808.
Carr now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It's caught. Baldwin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Deuce right, Chief. 24. You're mine. 637.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Cousins here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is taken in at the 5. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want to.
you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. It's Cousins on the sneak. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll run to Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Akeem Hicks in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Rams on third down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be third and forever. To throw his Carr. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Lynch. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The storyline in this one, Charles, no